Okay, welcome back, SL2. Remember we finished this problem last time in the last video, and I just wanted to show some of you may have decided to factor out that 2x plus 1 squared. So I want to show you that process if you had decided to do that. When you factored out, you would get the 12x minus 2x plus 1. Make sure you distribute the negative to both items. And when you simplify, you'll have 2x plus 1 squared times 10x minus 1 all over the 2x times the square root of x. Okay, so either answer, depending on the answer key, you'll see. So want to make sure you saw that answer as well. And again, you cannot cancel here because it's not multiplying by itself here. We don't have a factor of 2x being multiplied by both items. So our final answer would be either this one or this one, depending on what you were going to do next with the answer. Okay, so our last problem, just for practice, using the quotient rule, would be x squared divided by x squared minus 2x to the fourth power. Okay, the best thing to start with is just setting up your problem. You will define your u and your v. So in this case, our u is x squared, since it's the numerator, and our v is x squared minus 2x to the fourth power. Now the good practice is finding the derivative of u. And in this case, in the second problem, we're going to use the prime formula, which is, again, just a different format to write the same thing that we just practiced. So we will find the derivative of u. Another way to say that is u prime. And the derivative of u would be 2x. Our v prime, or derivative of v, we would use the chain rule. So we have 4 times our x squared minus 2x. This all stays the same. We subtract 1, so we have 3, and then we take the derivative of the inside, which would be 2x minus 2. Okay. So now we just have all our parts. We're going to plug into our quotient rule. We have our u prime times v minus our u times v prime all over v squared. Okay, so u prime is 2x. Our v is x squared minus 2x to the fourth. We're going to subtract our u times our v prime. And let's simplify this before we plug in. Okay, just multiplying that 4. The 4 times the 2x minus 2, and you get 8x minus 8. Okay, so let's plug all that in. And that would be all over v squared. So x squared minus 2x to the fourth power squared. So this is going to simplify to x squared minus 2x to the eighth power. Let's go ahead and do all of that simplifying in one step. Here, we're not going to simplify this part yet. We're just going to be multiplying here through our x squared times our 8x would be 8x cubed, and our x squared times our negative 8 would be negative 8x squared. And then we have an x squared minus 2x to the third, and that will be all over x squared minus 2x to the eighth power. Okay, so last part here, we're going to go ahead and factor out our x squared minus 2x to the third power, and that will allow us to simplify a little bit more with our denominator. So So when I do that, I have x squared minus 2x to the third gets factored out, and from this term I'll be left with a 2x times an x squared minus 2x. Here I'm going to be left with a minus 8x cubed minus 8x squared. Okay. And now that we can, this is x squared minus 2x to the third power times this entire thing, we could cancel here 3 of the x squared minus 2x, and we'll be left with 5 on the bottom. Okay. Let's continue to simplify. In our numerator, if we just multiply through, we have 2x cubed minus 4x squared, and distribute the negative. We have negative 8x cubed plus our 8x squared, because a negative times a negative would be a positive. Okay, and we'll be left with our x squared minus 2x to the fifth power. Okay, so our last step is to combine like terms, and just fixing a little typo there. So combine like terms, we'd have our 2x cubed minus an 8x cubed would be a minus 6x cubed. And another like term in our numerator is negative 4x squared and positive 8x squared, and that would be a positive 4x squared. So all of that is going to be divided by our x squared minus 2x to the fifth power. Okay, that's it for our last sample problem. The next thing we'd like for you to do is click on that last link and listen to a YouTube song that someone created that helps students remember the chain rule and the product rule and the quotient rule. We found last year that students, it really helped them remember these rules. So thanks so much. We'll see you in class.